Recording. Play.
Alright, so I win this die roll too.
Yes.
So this guy's Vio Turbo.
This
This is the one you've already watched. This one is so amazing.
Yeah, I love this one. Yeah,
So what do I have in the back row? Is it my little trick?
Yeah, jar and dimension.
Drawing dimension wall, yeah. It's just such a good little thing. Like, and I honestly need to start playing around. Like if I have a Battle Fader or something in hand. Like in this case, it might have been better to put Threatening down because he could have OTK'd me, and I don't have a Battle Fader. If I had a Battle Fader, then that makes it. So this is whack. So yeah,
this into Cyber.
I could have used Jar of Greed on my turn instead of my opponent's turn. So after all this, so somehow, like for some reason, I'm playing around 7 tools, which nobody mains. And yeah, he ends up being able to put away the useful card. If I had played differently, he would have put away a Jester Confit, which wouldn't have been as big a deal.
I mean, do people main trap Dust Shoot usually?
Yeah, it's a staple.
Okay.
I could be maining it, but actually, I just added to my side deck recently. So yeah, Trap Dust Shoots, and I end up losing a lot of games. Trap Dust Shoot. Trap Dust Shoot wins the game by itself so much because you just get rid of their most relevant play. So what do I set?
Everything. Secret, Just Desserts, Threatening, Chain, and Secret. I was like, this was an insane backboard.
So it's a super burn heavy back row, so he needs to play aggressive. This is the kind of back row that you can play around. And I get pretty greedy here because he ends up slow playing a little bit. Yeah, see, he does a tribute because he wants to get rid of the Sirocco. He's trying to get the Sirocco engraved for his value. So I just take these pokes, no big deal. And I'm like, fuck it, I'll just use my Jester Confit next turn with a Threatening Roar. And I'm going to bounce whatever. I'm going to bounce the Sirocco. But he gets rid of the Caius. So he gets the Sirocco in his grave like he wants, and he does 1,000 damage to me. So that's fucked. But it doesn't matter because I can stall still, so I don't die. I don't chain or anything because I know he's going to turbo when he wins. And this is him being bad. Like he has 1,400 damage on me, so his weakest monster on the board is lethal. So he doesn't have to do anything. He just needs to keep poking for 14 because eventually it'll punch through.
And then he plays the.
But he's used to playing Yu-Gi-Oh, so he's used to using his cards. So yeah, he'll end up doing that. Yeah, he starts to do it because I'm just like okay, and I go for it because I don't even know why that wasn't. I'm not under reckless or anything. I think I was just getting antsy.
It's fucking this Just Desserts. Fucking Christ, dude.
Because yeah, like he probably would have summoned another monster. Maybe I was assuming he was going to play correctly. I was playing around him doing that. Yeah, see, this is really, really annoying because he was at 2 monsters for so long the entire game, and the moment he sets his 3rd monster, I have Geometrio, after I just used Just Desserts. So annoying. And yeah, this is where he doesn't play around my last back row.
I was screaming. I was screaming when he played this. I was like, "You
yeah.
idiot!"
That's lethal. So I misplayed. I didn't have to chain there. I didn't have to blow my cards. I could have kept on waiting. But it didn't matter in the end. So I guess I should have had that game, but I should have earned it instead of stealing it. So this is a weird hand. It's really slow, but you hope that they make your brain control live, which he just did. So lucky for me, Accumulate Fortune totally fixed it. Double stall isn't that big a deal if you draw your +1. Icarus attack is like hard counter. I should have thought about it, and I don't think he hits the good stuff. Yeah, I don't have stall right now, but he couldn't attack last turn anyway, so it's fine. Icarus is a really good way to make my deck just completely useless. Like, he turned off Accumulate Fortune here. So like, even though he activated effects this turn, I couldn't use my Accumulate Fortune. So yeah, I said it wasn't that big a deal, but it was a huge deal. And this is correct. You don't want to put Blacklings in his grave, so you want to make sure you banish them. So I got 2,000 damage for free, which is nice, while clearing his board. And yeah, so now he's out of value stuff in his graveyard, I think. Which is nice, because... no, he's not. But he couldn't make the big one. He could have made the big 2,800 attack guy, so he has to make the 2,300 attack guy, which isn't big enough to kill Caius. And that's what I was going for. But doesn't matter because he has his own Caius. Luckily, it's not lethal. I just wanted to accumulate fortune, so I went for it. And that's a pretty rough draw. That's even rougher. Because here, if he doesn't have a Caius, then I get to bounce his shit back, which is nice. But he draws a Caius.
Yeah.
So that's again where, that's twice now where it would have been really nice for this Jester Conflict to resolve. That might have secured the game, but probably not because I was in a bad way. This hand's great. We seem to actually hope this digging hope this draw searches for things that contribute.
Yeah. Yeah, when I started this and I saw you had 2 Caiuses, I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
But you got plenty of stall, and what do you know?
I got 3
A
Caius and
third
extra
Caius.
saw. It feels bad. I can keep on taking these 19s, and yeah, here this is super weird because he summoned the Thunder King. But otherwise, he wasn't gonna get the Sirocco out, so that was correct. So he's gonna search for his Dark Grapher, which he can special summon, and this is where he kind of cheats, in my opinion. I guess next turn. So accumulated feels kind of bad, but I can activate it. Yeah, but Icarus fixed it. I think he hits accumulated, which is kind of what you want. Yeah. So like if you're gonna get Icarus, you hope it actually hits
Secret
the card.
Icarus, yeah. Okay.
So yeah, so here he special summons it, kind of. It's like, hey, look, I special summoned it by discarding this, and then you realize, oh shit, I can't do that. So really, he's activating the effect, and that's kind of why he cheats here in a sec. He's gonna normal summon again because he convinced himself that he special summoned this turn. And my hand is whack. It's just missing like 1 tribute fodder. So yeah, I'll go ahead and stall this because that's 100 damage off. I don't want to get Caiused. And hooray! Yeah, so there he cheats. We have to take it back. And hooray, I draw my thing for Caius, but he has another Trap Dash here. So this would have been really nice. I would have banished his dude and then swung in over the Grepher. And then I could have kept on Caiusing after that, but now I can't even summon any of them. So they're sitting dead in my hand. But I draw my perfect side deck card, Sirocco. And we just go ahead and slam him down. And I have a Wabaco to protect him. So as long as he doesn't draw a Caius, I'm good. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and pump up Sirocco for 23, so he's up to 43. And we want to go ahead and attack over the big guy so I don't have to use the Wabaco. But he has a book, so it doesn't matter. And we're pretty sure like what he set last turn, because if anyone sets a card in Edison, it's a Raikou. So he goes ahead and activates Grepher's effect again. And I have Wabaco, luckily. And yeah, so we know that's a Raikou. So this is where it's like a really clutch play. So Ceasefire flips up face downs without them activating their effect. So when I Ceasefire here, it's going to do 2,000 damage, but also I don't have to play around the Raikou. If I had just slammed this Caius down, then on his turn he would have flipped up the Raikou and blew me out. But now I'm able to deal damage, which I want to do ultimately. I want to turn off the Raikou effect, which is really important to protect this Caius so I can keep on slamming them. So I use Sirocco to pump up to 43, do the same game plan from last turn. I'll swing over the Grepher. And now I have a Caius. So I'll sack the Sirocco to banish his Synchro. And now he can't do his value plays like he wanted to. So he takes another 1,000. He's down to 24, and then he draws dead. So this is a no-brainer, YOLO kind of moment, because that could be a Mirror Force or something back there. But I say, fuck it, I'm going to sack the Caius for Caius and swing for game. And he doesn't have the answer, so that's game.
He had 3 Caiuses in hand. Like, I think it's like just I think it's fine. You know, he's out, especially off a top deck. Like,
well, look at this. Look at this board. Like everything that's left is a Chain Burden player with like all these cards in the grave and banish, swinging for lethal with a Caius in hand, a Caius in grave, and a Caius on field.
Yeah, this guy was he was so